We're part of an involuntary music number.
1, 2, 3, funky.
What is up, everyone? It's your girl VK. Happy New Year. Hello. Happy New Year. Hello. Happy New Year, guys. I hope the crossover went well. I hope that you thanked God for giving you another year. Another year. I hope you thanked God for giving you another year. You know, you're so blessed to be able to say, I made it through 2025, right over into 2026. And it's a new year. It's a new month. It's a new day with new mercies. Hello. Period. Happy New Year. We're going to be answering some questions about Teen Beach Production, because Teen Beach Production is actually showing at the Masque Theatre at Cape Town in a few days. So a couple of days ago, I posted a prompt for Q&A Teen Beach Production edition, because I've been in this production. For those of you who don't know, I've been in this Teen Beach Production, which is a theater production of a Disney movie called Teen Beach Movie, and it's been awesome. I've been in this production since Feb. Like, we had rehearsals from Feb until June, like very early June, and then mid-June to early July we had our first run of that show. And then after a while, the director was like, you know what, we should do it again at a nice theater, a bigger theater if we can, at a bigger location if we can. Like, let's get it, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. The cast is like, yeah, I'm down, even though majority of the cast came back, but not all of the cast members could come back. Some because of age, some because of the busyness of the upcoming year, some because the production, when it runs, it'll be kind of like back to school, so those who are still in school would not be able to come, and then some, yeah. So not all of us are back in the second run, but yeah, we were all down. Like, those who are going, we were all down. We're like, we're so in, count us in. And so she did. She sent us the contracts, we signed them, and then she revealed that our location would be Cape Town. Yeah, baby, we're going to Cape Town at the Masque Theatre, as I previously mentioned. From the 16th to the 17th of January, we will be performing, and that's literally a few weeks from now, but we will be performing there. So if you are in Cape Town, go through, come see us, come see if we have the talent, come judge us. We're okay with being judged. Come critique us. We're okay with being critiqued. So come see us. Come. But yeah, so that's how it basically went down. That's how we came to the agreement of like, okay, we're gonna do Teen Beach Production Cape Town. So yeah, I asked for some questions so that I could give you some answers, because a lot of people were curious and they kept asking me these questions, and I'm like, some of these questions are repeating, so let me make a video. So if you have a question, ask. And people ask. So let's dive into those questions. So the first question is, what is Teen Beach Production? So Teen Beach Production is a theater production of the Disney movie Teen Beach Movie. And basically what Teen Beach is, like, the plot of it is that there are two kids, a guy and a girl, Max and Brody, and they are in a relationship. And one day, out of nowhere, Mackenzie's aunt is like, hey, let's go to a rich and famous school like you promised we would when you were younger, after your mom died. And it causes some conflict between Brody and Max, because it's like, when did you tell me you were gonna leave and stuff? And then so at a desperate attempt to kind of like have some control over her life, she goes to surf at a extreme, like in a extreme weather condition, which she was expecting. Like, they expected to do it, they expected to go surf it together, and she just couldn't stay away from that wave, even though she was supposed to be out of there. Okay. So while she's doing that, hey, the weather gets dangerous. Suddenly there's a storm, and my girl decides that she's not gonna pedal back to shore. She's gonna go and keep doing what she needs to do with that surfboard. And I'm like, girl. But anyway, she continues to do that. And so Brody is like, ew, what is she doing? Like, let me go in and save her. And then shoo, the storm happens and they wake up in a different world, the world of an actual 60s musical movie. Like, so yeah, they wake up in this 60s musical movie, and now it gets even complicated, like even more complicated, because they need to figure out a way back to reality. But the leads of that movie end up falling in love with them. Like, the male lead falls in love with Max, and then the female lead falls in love with Brody. And like, yo, it's just a problem, because they, like, the leads of the movie, which is Leia and Tanner, they need to fall in love with each other for the movie to progress, and so that they can get out of there. But they're busy falling in love with your boy and your girl, bro. Like, oh. So yeah, that's basically Teen Beach production and the summary of the plot of Teen Beach movie. How did you find the Teen Beach production auditions? Okay, so how I found the Teen Beach production auditions was actually on Instagram. I was scrolling one day, and then the poster popped up. And I at first thought it was a scam, because I had never heard of the Pretoria Youth Theatre, but then it turned out I did, but I knew it as Tshwane Youth Theatre, not as the Pretoria Youth Theatre. And so I thought it was a scam. So it came up, and then it came up a second time, it came up a third time, and then my friend sent it to me, and I was like, okay, God, I hear you. I'm going to audition. And I went and I auditioned, and here we are today. And then next question, what role do you play? I play Max. She's the main character, or one of, because there are actually 4 main characters. It's Max, Brody, Leia, and Tanner. So I'm one of the main characters. And then, how were the auditions? Yo, the auditions. I could geek about the auditions forever. It was my first time auditioning for something outside of Vesi Arts. For those who know me, they know that I was in an arts group my entire high school life, and even outside of like high school, I'm still part of the Vesi Arts productions now and then. But it was the first time I was auditioning for anything outside of Vesi Arts. And so I was nervous, but I was also super excited, especially because it's a Disney movie. I mean, right up my alley, if I'm being honest, right up my alley. But they were amazing. We had 2, was it 2? Yeah, we had 2 different audition days. So we had the first audition, which was the initial audition, and at that audition we were just singing a song from Teen Beach movie. And then the second audition was the callbacks, and that's where we did some dance, and then we did some acting, some scene work, partner work, that kind of thing. And then they sent an email to say, yeah, like, you're in. So it was amazing. Okay, next question. How do you Teen Beach? I'm not sure I understand. Okay, maybe how do you do Teen Beach? How do you get into Teen Beach? Maybe, I don't know. But I found the auditions online, as I said, and then I took a chance and auditioned, and it, yeah, it worked out. And then the next question, can a 12-year-old start acting? The answer is yes. There are many child actors. In fact, when I was young, I really wanted to be on screen. I just didn't push my parents for it. I never spoke to them about it, but I did want to do some acting. So I did a lot of theater growing up, actually, more than screen, but I wanted to do some screen. So yeah, a child can be an actor. We have many child actors in South Africa, even in the media we watch from America and internationally. There are many child actors. I feel like if you take it seriously and you talk to your parents about it, and they you tell them you'd like to be a part of some that kind of thing, then you guys could discuss looking for an agency, and you could totally do it, because definitely children can become actors, and a 12-year-old can become an actor. Next, okay, what is Teen Beach, and how does it talk about the social and economic state of the world? Um, okay, okay, okay. So, okay, Teen Beach is a movie, a theater production about two kids who somehow end up in a 60s movie. Okay, we established that. How it talks to the social state of the world, I guess I would say Max is very feminist, in the sense that she believes in women empowerment. Women can do this. Women can ask a boy out. You don't need to wait for them to ask you out. Women can surf as well as boys. Like, because the 60s movie made it seem like, because it was the 60s, women can't surf as well as the guys. They're just meant to be pretty little things, that kind of thing. And so she's very us right now. She's our modern women. We believe we can, and we can. If we set our minds to it, we can. And so I think that's how it talks about the social state of the world right now. We are becoming more and more aware of the power that we hold, and the fact that we can do whatever we set our minds to as women, just as Max believed and helped the other people in the movie to believe as well. Economically, I don't think it talks about anything economically. I mean, it's just a kid movie, to be honest with you. So it doesn't talk about the economic state or anything like that. Next, okay, Layla, original names. Do Layla and Tanner end up together? Come see. Come see. Maybe they do. Maybe our production is different. Like, maybe they don't. I wouldn't know. Come see. Come see if they end up together or not. Next question. What's your favorite choreo? My favorite choreo is Can't Stop Singing. It is so cutesy. It is so cool. And it's literally just me and Brody doing the choreo. So it's really cute for me. I feel like it's very strong in movement. And then another choreo that I really, really, really like is the Cruising for Bruising choreo. That choreo eats up, and it eats up every time. Like, sure. Next question. Okay, what is your favorite song? My favorite song from Teen Beach production is actually Falling For You. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. But truthfully, it's Falling For You. It's always been Falling For You. Even in the movie, like itself, it has always been Falling For You. I just love the vocals. Like, and Kim eats up Falling For You. Like, that song is hers. Like, she eats it up. Next. What is your favorite scene or line? Actually, I have two. Like, I have a favorite scene, and then I have a favorite line from a different scene. So my favorite scene is actually, all in all, the one where Brody and Max kind of have a little bit of conflict before they're transported into the movie. And the reason that is my favorite scene is because it feels very Disney. I mean, it is a Disney production, but I mean, it feels very Disney. Like, the conflict is very Disney. And ever since I was a kid, that's all I have wanted. Like, the conflict needs to eat. Sometimes you don't want the characters to fight, but as long as the fight eats, you kind of like, that scene was good. Maybe I'm dramatic that way. Maybe I love the drama in that way. But yeah, that scene eats because they clock each other. And they actually have two of those scenes where they clock each other. But my favorite one is the initial one, the first one. And then my favorite line is, we're part of an involuntary music number, because that's when she's realizing, oh my gosh, something's got a hold of me. I'm not myself. The movie is controlling me. We're part of an involuntary music number. Like, yeah, it's just amazing. Okay, next question. What was the hardest thing you had to do or learn? Huh. The hardest thing to learn or do. Wow, 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 wow. I actually can't even think at this moment. I can't think. Let me come back to you with that. Okay. Next question. Is Teen Beach based on a true story? And if so, what is it based on? Okay, so Teen Beach is not based on a true story. Yeah, I think that answers the question. It's not based on a true story. Is Teen Beach a drama? Teen Beach production is a drama. It's a theater drama. Teen Beach movie is the actual movie. Why do y'all host Teen Beach in very far places? I'm sorry. I'm not the one who chooses the locations. Like, it's not me. Don't blame me. Okay? But even with our director, like, we would genuinely love to do it everywhere or have everyone see it. Theaters are like expensive to book and productions are expensive to put on, so we can't do them everywhere. But we try our best. And I'll give you a quick recap of how it looked with videos. That way you won't feel like you missed out. Okay, next question. Okay, I just lost the question. Oh, that was the last question. I just realized that was the last question. Okay, let me go back to the most challenging thing I had to do or learn. I guess if I had to pick something, even though it wasn't really challenging, I guess if I had to pick something, I would say learning the lines. While I knew some of the lines, like, because I've watched the movie a lot of times, it's not the same as knowing the entire script. I have 192 lines in this show, and that was just the first run. They've added a couple more lines, like just as much, to the script, so just more lines. But it's fun. That's the thing, is that I think because it was fun, it wasn't too challenging. It felt like stepping into the role. But yeah, I would definitely say if I was to pick something that was hard to do, I would pick that, because learning 192 lines with a busy schedule like school and even outside things, family time and all of that, can be a little bit challenging. But it was fun. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for asking all these questions about Teen Beach production. For those who are in Cape Town, please do come out and see us 16th to 17th of January at the Masque Theatre. We're going to put on a show for you. There are different times, so you don't have to worry about if you're not available in the middle of the day. There is an evening show. There's a morning show, actually afternoon show on the Friday, and then there's a morning show on the Saturday, and then an evening show on both those days. So you kind of don't have an excuse. You can't say, oh, I was at school, oh, I was at Watwati, like, you can't, because you have two, in fact 4 opportunities to come watch us. So do come out and watch us. Other than that, thank you for watching the video. I am so excited to see those who come out in Cape Town, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Till the next one, bye.